like that. I guess you get to see I guess it's not the agent that makes the difference, it's the player behind it, which is always a nice concept to keep in mind. And it does look as though we are almost ready to get this one started up. Now, all eyes turn towards KRU to try and bring this one back. Now, keep in mind, this is Fnatic's choice coming into it, and I think that we all said if it goes to a third map, that's where maybe those win conditions for KRU could kick in, but they need to close this down. Fnatic going to be kicking things off on the attacking side, and KRU on the defensive side.
That's early on. Xeno and
ooh, I like
Delta
that.
actually going to wall up and potentially get onto the top of green here, but at least for the time being, the double wall on B lane going to give them lots of control. Delta actually going to opt to play close contact with Mizzino.
I mean, it's a one and done if they get checked on, but Mizzino straight up and over finds Boaster. That's a little bit of a shock.
He shot the wall.
Boaster's probably not happy with that. Gonna have to peel away.
Get the hell out of there.
And again, that Viper Wall's doing wonders for them here. Magnum, yes, can keep patrolling on this, make sure there's no aggression on the other side, but at this point, Fnatic are looking for their first step in. Xeno spotted again, but this plays well for Delzik. Just being kept quiet in the cubby. Straight up Harry Potter here
Killjoy's
under the
feeling
stairs.
out A right now. If Killjoy gets something, but I don't think she will. They would go A. They're not going A. Oh,
actually chasing Magnum all the way back.
They're screwed. I don't see Fnatic winning this.
Fnatic actually going to send a spike over.
In my eyeballs, they lost. But if they hit some bangers, they hit some bangers.
The weaker side of this
bangers are possible
in terms of numbers.
Oh, nice little dink.
Actually comes through, finds a headshot but no kill, and the spike will get planted uncontested behind that wall.
Look, we have seen, though, KRU on these pistols have been pretty solid. The vast majority of their rounds. Delzik, though, does lose out to Mystic, who's keeping this one in check, but Mizzino's also doubled down. Yeah, and I don't... They're kind of checking on it, but they haven't noted him at all. Dirk is still here as well. Look at Doma just keeping himself quiet, surrounded by KRU players. Nagzit's going to find Dirk, and Xeno does find Mystic, but keep your eyes on Doma. What can he do from here? Now going to be feeling the burn, has to try and do something. Nagzit denies, now Magnum left. In a 1v4, denial would be difficult. Does get the first cleanly, but the defuse is coming in. Whether he wants it or not, he can't do anything about it. And
well played from Viper.
Gonna keep that
Mizzino played that well. Mizzino basically, they were double flanking.
Mizzino just slipped through, and I think that
they were double flanking, and then one of them died, and he just sat there and waited patiently. They have so much time.
Oh, there's probably going to be one more flanking, right? Mizzino's able to just sit and survive on Bell, and you can see Mystic actually resetting for the lineup.
This was he almost
get it off, but
he almost lost, but
doesn't find that kill. Only 4 shots left in the classic as well for Mizzino, so right down to the wire there, but well played nonetheless on the double flank.
It's crazy that KRU's winning all the pistols.
Back in, it's a buy from Fnatic on this, as much as they can at least. Marshall out. Sheriffs, bits and pieces, SMGs as well with light armor. They're not going lightly into this one, and a tag is going to be a little bit of a problem. Nagzet can back away, try and get that HP back up, but now going to be put on notice. They know something's astray, and Fnatic trying to just take map control here, take site control. You can see the dividing line coming out, at least from Viper here, trying to keep the enemies further back. The wall going to keep safe for the spike plant, and now into the post plant. This is where Fnatic can become an exceedingly strong team.
You can see them reset back now and rely on the strength of this.
Wait, I see player cams? There's so much going on. I'm trying to focus on the round.
It comes through initially. Nanoswarm going to force them off that initial diffuse tap. And KRU have got to come through and clear this here, Lauren.
Yeah, they have to get aggressive. You can't sit back on this. We know these post plants, you got to fight them. There's no two ways about it. Now, Boaster and Dirk are the last two alive here. And the flank from Boaster could be big. He does just about see the cape, but as the player taps away so gently, gets him off the spike defuse, but it is on halfway. And now all three start flooding through. There's nothing he can do. And Klaus comes back around, and they do convert the second up against a bit of a force buy.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic come through, they get the plant, and really with a purchase like this, they're looking to get that clean spike plant, come away, reset, and play clean on that post plant. But right there, I mean, KRU are able to, I guess, damage control-wise, back up, respect it initially, and then come through and use the numbers to their advantage. Just, I guess, take the fight with the right players early on.
Poison's gone.
Voiceover lines in slow-mo just really bring me life. Poison's gone. For now, though, back on a little bit of a piece-together purchase. Durka may be opting to try and kind of keep his economy working in the right direction. He is one of those hybrid
It's interesting to see
he
these
does
buys.
Not heavily depend on the op on this map, especially. It's something you'll get used to. He will run a rifle. There's been a couple of really nice statistic pieces done about him and specifically
the
his
pro
work
of buying on that round is that they don't upgrade.
On the other side, going to
so they're still stuck on these guns.
Spectres out, Sheriff and Mazzino and Bulldog for being
so they kind of get another shot. with the sheriffs.
Now, for now, it does just come down to Mazzino on this corner. Going to get the contact, fall back away, depend on the utility, just to create a bit of a one-way that he can utilize, and just slows down the push if Fnatic try to maybe springboard off the back of that.
And for the time being, Fnatic have to respect the one-way, but still only Nags and Mazzino over here. And only one member of Fnatic noted, so I guess that's why they're keeping 1 mid and 2 on A. But Boaster swooped out, finds the freebie, and straight away they're going to go for this plant.
The rotations weren't leaning early. They were pretty far back. Now Boaster wants to take space, and he gets it. That's huge work from Boaster. Now he can infiltrate enemy lines. He is behind the line of defense.
Bro, land is his playground.
Now 3 on the play back through. BNJ just received a tag. That sets up Boaster. He just needs one of these shots to come through. He can't make it work for Nords.
He almost got a third.
Now that's the first line of defense broken through. This retake's still got some time on it. This is not going to be easy. Durka happy to take fights. Information found for BNJ. But now we are down to the 3 that did only have those sheriffs and the utilities there. But Nags is trying to get aggressive. He knows how to fight these post plants. He's doing whatever he can for it. Magnum needs to face this. The defuse is on halfway. Takes a second, and they're running out of time. Magnum tries to buy it. I think the round is all wrapped up. They somehow turn this around.
It's actually a really, really well-timed utility usage. Again, we know exactly what Fnatic are going to do in a situation like this. They're going to reset back
Was
the
there
lane.
a swarm bot?
A couple of players take close contact and try and run the clock down on yellow.
Or whatever,
swamp
grenade, what are they called?
Picked up for free,
what the hell happened?
basically from the top rope, right? And actually on the
Can I get a replay,
Nags
please?
pops the Blade Storm, I guess, to take full control of lane. But at that point, the damage is already done, right? They have these snake bites. It's got like a 4 or 5 second hang time, and right there, just mathematically, it becomes impossible for KRU to recover this round, regardless of what they can get down on lane.
There had to have been a molly or something. There had to have been something. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but there had to have been something. I don't think they can
stick the half because they were both down to like sub 50 HP. So I don't actually think they had the HP to do it.
Interesting. But 2-1 though, Fnatic going to take that every day of the week. They're more than happy. And now you can see the economy has been kind of shaken up a little bit here. KRU going to be working with a little less than ideal.
Oh, I didn't see it.
3 lighter buys.
Did you guys see it?
SMG.
I didn't see it.
Or 2 SMGs, excuse me, a Marshall, and then 2 rifles, at least with Delzik and Mazzino. Think of them as the heavy hitters. Jump peek on the corner. A bit of info found, not too much though. And it will be waiting on the other side. The Killjoy here, Klaus. Maybe here in the spike plant, can't deny it though.
It comes through behind that double wall setup, and again, Fnatic going to get that clean plant. No damage down on the way in. They're going to be able to sit very deep now. Once again, expect Durka and Doma to try and run the clock down here. Force KRU to push all the way behind yellow. And actually, Durka comes through. Doma as well. They're going to find 3 kills.
You got to love Doma when he has rounds like that. Doma just goes full turret mode. Does not need support. Does not need help. Just goes straight to clutching out. Easily done for some. Doma making it look so simple there. All lining up for him, and he just makes it look easy. 2-2 now. Fnatic finding a little bit of that form, and I want to watch this back. So this was just off the back of that trade coming in, just straight up man-moding this. Look at that aim.
Dude. I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing, right?
I wonder if they're allowed to.
You have 2
that's kind of weird.
Like Durka and Doma,
it's kind of weird that there's blood because they're watching. They're watching the player perspective, and the player perspectives have blood on. And I wonder if that's allowed.
Before they even
is that something they overlooked, or they are letting?
Durka. We've seen this before. He loves to counter any oppers that might try and get a little saucy with the peaks down towards B long, but he's got a lot of potential.
Money, do they?
Here, Delzik's
close.
side. They're both super close. Durka, hyper aware of his angles, though, going to dip back around, trying to play it as safe as possible. Now, again, they are up against pistols, and only light armor on BNJ, so not too much of a threat, but let's see if they can keep this clean. Durka going to at least win the angle now and start building up, but you could probably see a quick flank from those 2 pushing up in mid if they feel bold.
It is allowed? That was old rules? Then, oh, so you're saying you can have blood now. Okay.
That's the thing here with, I was going to say, yeah, they need to find something on this mid push or come across and back up Mazzino because he's going to get overwhelmed very quickly. And actually Mazzino able to escape effectively. Delzik now not able to escape. It's tagged on the Aldrin. Durka there to punish him.
Durka's just taken so much map control, so much space is his. He's such a nuisance. Yeah, he loses his life, but by now, this is where you have to see if KRU can find some more. They've maybe cracked open the first step. That's big, though. Doma goes down. Now, the last 3, let's look at these positions that they currently hold. They're not ideal, but Magnum, there's that mid-lurk from him coming in super valuable at this point. Boaster takes the fight, loses the fight. KRU are doing everything they can for this Mystic. Didn't need to go for it, but he just styles on them in the end. The defuse was kept safe regardless. The utility's still in play, but Mystic
All right,
just
Fnatic's
gonna
keep doing the same shit. They're gonna keep playing.
Close.
You're gonna keep getting that free plant.
I was just about to
unless
say
they like double up and actually fight for this.
Because again, here's another round where they've not been able to pressure this deep setup on B lane, right? We know, expectation-wise, they must anticipate what's coming, right? They get the clean spike plant, they know they're going to reset all the way back and just play utility. The hit needs to come through much earlier from KRU. Yes, pistols on that round, a frenzy, a sheriff here or there, but on the buy round, I want to see them adjust and address this post plant.
Okay, I like this.
Nagzet straight on the op here. Let's see
but
how he looks with this one.
I don't.
We're sitting.
They're playing. Okay.
Back of A. To repeat. It looks like
right, that's fine.
Fnatic still leaning towards that.
They're trying it.
Klaus could be the one tasked with dealing with this.
Yeah. It's actually as well with Magnum sat here again. The Viper's Pit invested on A.
I like Viper's Pit on. I like Viper's Pit on B personally, because then you don't have to have somebody watching your upper.
Default, Hunter's Fury also invested from both.
If you play the timing right, Viper's Pit on B is so good.
And once again, now I want to see KRU send somebody flanking. They need to come through and pressure the back line.
Yeah, but by now Dirk is already finding frags. You could have maybe seen that flank coming out from Mazzino, maybe, but even then,
God,
they're just funneled in.
These counter ults, man, it's so annoying.
This is messy as anything. So many ults
Dude,
online
this game
right
would
now,
stress me out at a pro level. It would stress me out.
This is going to be KRU having to back away. They have nothing to work out.
So ridiculous.
They can maybe make it costly,
so
but that's
much going
not the
on.
win that you want here. Yeah, it's time to get out of there, but you could already see the hunt starting to begin. Mystic's happy to try and take some of these rifles away if they can get to them in time, but so much was just invested in that round. And it still works out at a 4v2, and it's going to be down to just one rifle remaining for delzik, and Magnum's closing in as well.
Fnatic's looking damn good.
And the problem right there is you invest a lockdown on B, it only gives you control of sight. Now, knowing that Fnatic are playing on lane, that lockdown in lane is always going to yield a better result.
So,
because they have to come through and push. And especially if they get planted, you know, a 1 second offset, it's always the attacker's lockdown that's going to last longer.
Straight above the ult. Durka just lovely.
Actually, it was on. Was it actually on yellow? No, it wasn't. It was on lane. Apologies. So the mini map actually on rotation there caught me off guard. I was like, they actually put the lockdown.
Oh, they actually half bought. Okay.
4-2, and we need to see KRU break the trend of the rifle rounds just not being their friend. We really need to see them get a rifle round on the board here, and it looks like
I'm shocked we're not seeing a double setup here at B.
And loses life. Mystic happy
just
to
one
take the
person with an SMG. Why not two?
Aggressive, and they're trying to do.
You're not going to really get much done in mid and A
from BNJ, but it doesn't make for much at this point. Nagzet going to have to fall away from this too. The aggression, yes, it found one. Not particularly that impressive at this point.
No, and the fact that the first time we're seeing KRU really explore any early round territory is on a round like this with this purchase is kind of unfortunate to see. Yes, it's a big risk on a buy round, but they have to. They have to fight for this. They can't keep giving up the plants. It just plays.
All right. Surely KRU's going to change it up now. They're going to change it up this gun round. 100%. Right?
One weapon off the table at least.
They're going to change it up.
Magnum there to
they will.
Klaus in mid. Means he actually got the armor here, so could potentially go hunting. I don't think actually on a round like this. Okay, not going to matter at all.
Domus says no. Here's the thing, right? Like, here's the actual kind of scary part to me is that Fnatic haven't been doing anything wild. We've seen a solid B-tech so far with a little bit of a late mid-hold coming
there
up.
There we go. Okay, they're changing it up.
Look at the
KRU's changing it up. Okay.
There's not a lot of this.
Okay.
In terms of actual kills, these are going back and forth. It's the fact that, like I said, clean rounds come through.
I'm just happy they're doing something different. Not the same stuff every single round. They're trying something else here. Is it gonna go well?
Again, KRU.
Who knows?
Look, they have timeouts available. I'd love to see them call a tactical timeout if they really start feeling they don't have a simple answer to this.
He is stuck.
It looks like a different look coming out this time as well.
So
we spoke
stuck.
about what they traditionally do, but you can see the switch up. It looks like maybe off the back of the chance of that op purchase coming out, or just simply thinking it's time to go for the switch up here. And look how does it! What? He just Ferrari beats up. Nagzet just got deleted. The body bag's just being zipped up as we speak. That's nasty from Durka.
That's the first time somebody's played on top of yellow as well. So Durka's literally just full swung. Oh my word.
Unreal stuff. Must be nice to have someone like him, but now Klaus,
Fnatic can do no wrong right now.
We haven't seen too many of these rifle rounds leaning towards this A site, so KRU are going to have to be sitting a little bit deeper. They've lost part of the side control enough of the extent that they'll probably give up the plant, but Fnatic taking a pause for thought here, clearing utility as they go, not in a massive hurry just yet.
They're actually playing this deep enough. Actually, Klaus will come through, find a trade. I was going to say, I think they're playing deep enough to allow the Hunter's Fury to come through, but no tag on the plant here.
Nice. Okay.
Second and third, and the res comes through. So man advantage in favor of KRU on this retake.
Mystic has one snake bite.
Keep an eye on this post plant. This is where things start becoming a problem. They do have the extra body to put down to at least try and pull this retake off. BNJ could be the first one
he's
forward.
down.
Trade comes in. Delzik stays alive. Mazzino does find Magnum. Is on Durka now. Diffuse could be toyed with. Not just yet. Durka just checks on it for a second.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Huge work from Durka again. He starts the round with a bang and he closes it.
I love it.
Just shuts the book on them.
Dude, he is.
He's
hot right now.
What a round from him. Like you said,
he was hot last game.
Insane.
He's hot this game.
Insane headshot over on B lane. Closes things out. The Red Bull clutch coming from Durka here. The Blade Storm absolutely on peak.
He hit him with the dagger when he did that, dude. Oh my god, he played that so well. He played that so well, dude.
Unbearably good. Durka has had a performance. Welcome to the big leagues, boys, girls. This is something else, truly. This is Durka saying, yeah, no worries, boys, I got you. We got this. And KRU, yeah, they can get aggressive right now. We see them do this in their kind of half buys, their force buys, but they need this to land, and Durka's just on one. Everything's just feeling right for him. We do see the Vipers pushed up in the form of Mazzino.
They might be able to res.
Space, but keep in mind,
I don't know if they go
SMGs,
for it though.
They'd
have to get 2 orbs,
to play with, even with this
not gonna.
above average position. This could be nice.
Oh my god, bro!
Just turns on him. This guy
right now.
The series now. He's just feeling it. He wants to just go in, and they might as well here. They've got the numbers. So a 4v3 towards the side.
So Delzik and Nags are actually pretty close already. On default here. Durka goes exploring. We'll find another one.
It's just too easy, really.
Not much longer for this world. I think if Durka decides to swing once again, actually, as I say, Dave, we'll find the Sheriff headshot. But all the meanwhile, Magnum got himself a beautiful lurk all the way into kitchen here. Going to be able to cut off this rotation and all this information.
He got away.
Into Fnatic's favor.
Oh my god.
A site, get the plant down for free. And Magnum
whoever was behind him right there, Sage.
And look,
that's
if you're
rough.
new to Fnatic, if you maybe hadn't watched too much EU Valorant, hey, look, I don't blame you. I get it. NA's exciting. They have all the flashiness, but you got players like Durka out here, right? Now, these were the firepower upgrades that Fnatic invested into. Durka and Magnum, they brought them on at a really risky time. This was a huge investment of them to try and bring this firepower. Now, Klaus does very nicely.
All right.
But very unlikely the round goes anywhere other than expected, of course. So at this point...
You see both?
He's just checking. I just wanted to make sure I could hear the sound then. I'm like, oh, no.
I thought he was...
It's not going to happen.
There's a knife out the fuse right there.
But once again, this was Fnatic investing in 2 not unknown players, but not, you know, metal-tested players. You think about some of the other names out there. Exactly. Unproven players. And they were young guns coming in who definitely caught the attention of other EU teams.
He's owning, man.
At this point, they are worth their weight in gold. You've already seen that come through. So big moves from Fnatic at the right time. The plug-and-play players of these guys just looking fantastic. Look at that snap from him. And now, again, we asked the question, KRU in these rifle rounds, where have they been?
I love it.
Well, once again, then Mazzino goes exploring B lane with a Spectre.
I
want to see a little more of a setup. Now, the problem is, the one time they've tried to make an adjustment, Nagset got absolutely destroyed with that operator. Again, you're going to see him post up deep here on B. But again, I don't think it really addresses the problem at hand, right? Which is Fnatic getting so much control on front site, on B, that they're able to just run the clock down. They're able to just reset. They're able to just basically wait for KRU to make a move.
I know this is going to be kind of hard for them to do, but I'd like to see
retake where there's
I'd like
no
to
real
see
utility investment. A couple of swings out on the back of
from KRU. I'd like to see the Jet hold the angle. Mazzino maybe get a cloud.
Fnatic.
Use the cloud to get the orb. Get the orb. Use the ult to control B. Jet leaves. goes to mid.
They're challenging the post plants, but
Sage goes to A. Sova goes to A. Killjoy's on A.
They need a little more to it. A little
That's
bit more
what I'd like
fire
to see.
burning underneath them.
The thing is, Mazino's happy.
It's a little
to give
risky
up B-side, which I
because
like.
getting that orb that close,
he's dying and leaving
dangerous,
it wide open. But the fact that he's backing away and then everybody comes through mid, they're all stacking up in kitchen.
I think they need a little risk in their lives right now.
There's nobody coming through to challenge Magnum on that lurk, and he has so much information.
Oh, okay, so they're kind of doing that. They're doing that. So they're doing.
At that point, Fnatic
Jet's hopping A.
Move at all.
Sage is gonna wall. Sage is gonna wall. Jet. Viper's gonna pick up the orb. Viper's gonna ult. Sage is gonna leave.
Don't get me wrong. They're finding.
And then they'll be heavy A.
But right there,
ult at B. One watching
again,
mid.
It comes down to the fact that KRU just peeking one by one in the retakes. And they're peeking with the wrong players. It's Durka and Doma.
That's actually even better.
Don't matter at all when you think
that's even better.
Yeah, and they're happy to be frontline players. They'll take that hit. That's absolutely fine. They'll just try and, as I said, put body on the line to protect Mystic.
The only thing that's going to counter this is Jet dashing above. That's why I would have liked to see the op there. That's why I would have preferred to see the op there, because the op can watch the Jet updraft, which is exactly what he's going to do. And there he goes. Oh, he didn't updraft. He dashed.
Towards KRU.
Oh, no, he did.
And it looks like they are trying to show a lot of presence towards long here. They're looking for those early fights. Maybe this is a switch up and they lose to Durka. For now, he stays alive with 56 HP.
They didn't even do what I said.
Here. Finally, Mazino gets it. The double down from Mazino's big. That's map control. Fought for and won. But Klaus is going to hear all this. He knows this player's coming his way, and now there's a time limit on it. What does he do?
Oh my God.
I don't know how Boaster gets away with it, 1, and how 2, Klaus just looked like he wasn't ready for it. At this point, now we're down to 2, BNJ and Mazino.
Uh-oh.
Magnum spots him out on the flank. Fnatic, they're all encompassing right now.
Dude, it's over, man. Go next.
Wins that fight on long. The instant flex on the push towards A.
It's beautiful to watch as Mazino's going to get caught knife in hand, but the contingencies in place from Fnatic, it's actually crazy. Again, in another scenario,
that's not over yet.
It's not. There and finds
I'm just
the kill
messing around.
Mazino,
but
finds the opening
it's
on
over.
B. Yes,
so,
Delzik comes through, and actually repeating what they did in the pistol round, right, to try and contest control of top green. And Mazino puts down actually a snake bite on there, and Delzik comes through to try and challenge inside the cloud burst. Somehow, again, through all that,
he's gonna ult at A again, man. Can we get a Viper ult at B, please?
They find that Mazino comes through, finds 2 kills, and they're set up to then just completely collapse onto A.
Okay, we go again. Let's see if this can maybe change something up here. Ult now invested as well. Several ults invested into this one as best they can. KRU are going to throw everything that they can into this. However, no early victory off the back of it. Maybe thwarting a little bit
I hate this.
Of that B lane control, but at this point, we have to wait.
I am not a fan of that, man.
The first time they've fought away from the extremities of this map.
We see the same adjustment here with Mazino over towards A side with the Viper's Pit. Going to try and garner some territory control. He's going to spot out the alarm bot inside. Actually going to get dealt with as well. But 3 players of Fnatic stacked up outside. And actually, it's Mystic and Durka tucked in behind the wall in tube. So again, a little bit of a fake here from Fnatic to show some presence on A, as if they're going to contest Mazino's ult.
So they're waiting for the wall to go down, and they're going to fake something at A, but how are you going to fake past those Viper ult? It's not going to happen. They know you're not going A. But they might not figure it out in time, and this is fucking... Oh! Yep. They didn't figure it out.
It gets caught in the middle of it. Klaus and B&J still going to do well, though. Klaus
he missed his dash.
Playing so well, trying to make up for all the problems that they've had here. Nags it. Just with the pistol in his hand, just trying to buy the time. 15 seconds. Where is that spike? It is with Mystic right now, on towards the site itself. Tries to get a quick
he missed him.
He's going to get it. Klaus is right on by. Nags it by his side. There's a 3v2 now. Play back in.
He could have ended the round right there.
Just trying to keep this one in check, and you can see the
oh, he played it up top.
Never
mind.
Yeah.
Dude, that was weird. From above, it looked like he played it down low, not up top. It didn't look like he was on the bridge. It looked like he was under the bridge.
Get on it. This is horrible, and Doma is just being such a problem. He doesn't need to repeat this. He's just biding time, keeping the pressure away from Mystic again. And you can see Mystic don't need, though, help. He's fine. Nagsit goes down. Klaus going to be down to 1 HP. And just, there's nothing to be done. This is one of those strats, one of those little pieces, those pocket pieces from Fnatic that just terrify teams, and for the right reasons. This was a switch up. This was a bit of a different look. We'd seen those pieces run through towards B constantly, a little switch up towards the A hit, but then that mid look coming out, the setup coming through. Mystic, again, great play on the Viper.
Yeah, it is. And the big thing here is Fnatic showing versatility versus KRU that are just unable to really show us. I mean, yes, comparison to Haven, they're showing
this was so good at the start
here on defense, but it's their inability to adapt to what's going on. Yes, they can find these kills, but like I said, it comes back to the contingencies. Fnatic are so well set up to deal with any variable that doesn't even go in their favor. They still recover the round.
And I don't think we need to sugarcoat the pill on this one. This has not been a good display yet from KRU, and I feel as though they're running out of options and time and rounds. At 9-2, you can hope, you can pray all you want,
nice and
but
simple.
At this point, the rifle rounds are just evading you. Quick plant comes in. Doma does manage to keep his life for now. I don't know if escape's going to be an option, but Dirk is going to try and bail him out. Nags it on the other side. And it's going to be delzik to find Doma. So into the post plant we go. Let's see if they can disrupt this. First layer of utility now toyed with. Klaus did find Dirk in the meantime. Now there's going to be further layers to this. Mystic invests his piece of utility. Mazzino needs to get involved in this now.
This lurk, man. This freaking lurk.
Pseudo, Magnum perfectly positioned and actually going to be able to put the turret on the top.
They're just nasty.
Mystic
they're just too nasty, man.
To find the final two, and it's just so beautifully considered from Fnatic. Again, Magnum peels all the way away from that execute, and the entire time, nobody from KRU comes through mid. Nobody once again comes to challenge Mystic.
I feel bad, man. I feel bad. They are outmatched. KRU is outmatched,
Magnum a little bit as well,
man.
because yes, Dirk is obviously your highlight player, right? He makes the flashy plays in this, but the work that Magnum's been doing in mid as just being able to deny those flanks, be a constant nuisance, always showing presence towards A if they're going for those B pieces, basically stopping them from ever really being able to do too much, and then him being late game proactive is
they might win another pistol though.
He's shown really
4 for 4
high diligence in that, and I think it's a skill that may not be rewarded enough, but I want to highlight here that Magnum's been playing his role very well. Now on the other side, we know KRU are pistol gods apparently, but again, they need to get all of the others that follow.
Come through. Actually, the wall going to go up through mid, and they're going to try and split through onto B. They might actually get a clean plant and connector here.
Look at this.
Pop one down close to. Okay, somehow finds a kill. The shot down to Nagzet there. I don't know if that was a lineup onto default, but the plant wasn't
I don't know
there.
if it's...
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened.
This is so weird.
But Magnum now going to be fed information. Zeno trying to work around this. This is messy, it's scrappy, it's an unorthodox piece, but delzik going to find another. And
4 for 4, baby!
He's trying the best this time. Mazzino surprised, but again keeps his cool down to 2 now, and the angle's perfect for Mazzino.
Yo, their pistols are nasty.
Okay, we're all good. We're all good. No threats came through, no problems came around.
They got good pistol rounds.
I get scared
pistol
when
strats.
I see like a little sage just fusing away, but no problems. It's all good. It's all good.
Two walls
yeah, I'm like, hold on, no. It's all good. It's all gravy. We're all gravy here. But it was scrappy for a little bit of time. But again, KRU and the pistols are great.
Yeah, really quick piece coming through. And again, there's not an awful lot Fnatic can really do to react to that. Again, they kind of just have to scrap, right? They just have to take that brawl over the execute. See, this time around, no, actually a bit of a different force up, but Sheriff's got a shorty on the side of Mystic, actually. Again, one thing to keep an eye on here, Lauren, will be how Fnatic deal with B lane. You can see here, again, on the back of no contact shown. Actually, Mazzino playing very, very deep, actually, to just deal with any threat coming through. But
just keep it right-clicked,
especially on the buy rounds. I want to keep an eye on how Fnatic deal with this B lane control on defense.
Clean work so far from KRU here, coming up with 2 good kills. Spike's slowly working through, and yeah, Mazzino very aware that they might be trying to get a little bit cheeky with this, but not going to be going for much of it. And waiting down below, there is Mystic with an interesting choice of weapon. Nagzet will be tilted to the earth. Yep, off the back of that. You don't love to see it unless you're a Fnatic fan, tries to dive back.
He wasn't quick switching so much, he would have gotten another one.
Last one here. Does get Mazzino, but okay, 2 kills. It's not enough to really make me worried for KRU's economy. They should be okay going forward. No spike plant to really write home about. But at this point, we can't talk small picture. You have to talk big picture when you've only got 4 rounds, right? Like, that's the sketchy part. It's like, yeah, we can talk about the economy, kind of the effect of it.
I like how they won.
Work out how to
I like how they've
the
won
rifles
every
be
pistol.
When do you invest into them? Because, again, you can't really afford to play long con here. You've got to be all in as soon as possible. And this is technically your bonus round, but you really need this one.
Yeah, they really do. The 6-round deficit here. And they got to win him clean as well. Fnatic. This is a 5-man lead from Crew. They're going to try and walk through maze here underneath Mystic.
They know. Fnatic knows. They know.
They're going to come away and
they know.
Up, but early information at least gathered here.
It's over.
Perfect crossfire.
It's over.
To deal with that dash through from Nags. Oh, the crossfire beautiful from Mystic and Bosa there. 3 kills on the round already. Klaus and BNJ.
God damn it, man.
It's deep into enemy territory, and the back's already covered. Yeah, the turret's there, but it doesn't matter. That
I was hoping for a good match. I really was.
They cornered in.
Crew did not. They
needed some.
They didn't get any map control again, man. They just went into a 5-walk A.
And Crew watching their chances here slowly just dissipate, slip through the fingers.
At least they're quiet about
Klaus
it,
and
but
BNJ,
still.
what can you do with this?
They didn't get B main control at all.
Right, waiting. Mystic tucked in on the corner.
Player standing.
And well, BNJ gonna have to just face the music here. Flawless round coming through. Prime Gaming, flawless round at that as well. But that's the, I guess, the most heartbreaking way for Crew to go through that one. You'd wanted those small bonuses, those little benefits that could maybe echo
map
into the
control
next round,
is everything.
But now you're facing a
people at the chat
disaster
room
in front of you, which is Fnatic at full force with 11 rounds by their side, and you not having the bonus of at least a couple of rifles to bring through.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, this is
30 seconds left.
This is when it gets really, really tricky for Crew, because effectively it costed 1 more round, and that's gonna pull together a buy on this one. Only ultimate available on the side of Mazzino, and no decent progress elsewhere.
That wall is so cool.
Durka. Again, look at it here. Gonna lean away with Durka playing this deep. He gets on top of green, and actually now Doma can drift all the way away from B side. Especially now with Durka finding Mazzino in the backline.
Well, Mazzino was playing spawn again. Durka well aware of that from the previous rounds, and he's happy to be this pest. He can be the nuisance. He can keep them constantly paranoid about the back lines, let alone what could be happening in middle, through tube potentially. And now they're having to back away. They've lost time potentially. They have to re-clear this if they do want to go back towards B. And there's threats. You can see them having to shoulder peek in, jiggle peek the corners, trying to hope for the best here, but waiting a little bit deeper now.
Fnatic's setup is actually so good for this round.
As well, I think it's Doma by his side.
With the bot, the turret, and they can play double B to hold.
But no, they opt to fall the other way, kind of re-aggress towards A, maybe feeling as though they've pulled enough of a rotation. Magnum did go towards B, so they do get at least now a favorable fight towards the A site.
Still got the wall, so potentially can run through and try and brute force this plant.
Ooh, nice.
Say that. Mystic actually going to fall off the rip here. Klaus finds that one. The wall will be invested on backside. Both are actually able to poke a hole in it. It's an awkward plant actually by Delzik. It's tucked in the corner, so they can't actually play deep. It's not in sight.
Oh my god, that's close!
He actually catching 3 members of Crew there, but elsewhere Magnum, Durka, and Doma all firing kills.
It worked!
Delzik, last man up now.
He has to just stand and fight. That's all he's got left. Booster outdoes him. It's going to be 12 on the board for Fnatic.
It made them like move. It made all of them move. It made all of them decide to either push or just to get away. It literally split them.
Time if they can't
it literally split. That was actually, I was scared for him, but
thus far,
his brain
there were question marks.
is much bigger than mine, I guess.
Maybe a little bit of nerves
that was
into play.
cool.
Some of these younger players, would it hinder
that was 200 IQ
them,
right
but
there.
no, none of that has happened. They have looked
that's an EU ult.
exemplary so far.
They really have, and on a fundamental level, again, the other thing where we've seen Fnatic kind of fall short in some series is where they've just kind of lost that discipline.
He didn't use that ult for kills.
And right here,
he used that ult
so
to
well
split them up.
Like I said, the contingencies in place for everything they're doing, even if they lose 1 or 2 members.
Oh, Durka, he's pushing up. Keeps himself at least unchecked for now.
Oh,
he pressed that corner. He knows that they're right
so
around
close.
there. He's seeing a pixel out of place, and this man, That might be all he needs. Sees one. That's going to be the start. The second, the Reaper from up above. Durka just like a guillotine right now. Slicing through KRU. But Delzik
he wanted
at least
the clip.
puts up a fight back here.
He wanted the clip.
But you can see it just looks like right now Fnatic are just going to take this from them. Rip it out of their hands. Magnum happy to take the fight as Nagza is the last one alive. And Fnatic destroy KRU in the first game of Masters.
It's just simply outclassed. That's the only way to describe that. KRU showing a complete inability to deal with what Fnatic bring to this game.
It just...
like I said, Icebox was one that potentially, yes, you could consider
outclassed.
it.
Like, yeah, that's just that's all you can really say.
Two teams this is the weirdest winners celebration I've seen. No surprise, Boaster's at the center of it.
You gotta love him. They put on a show in the game and outside of the game. It's hard to not love them.